Here's Precalc 7-25, and it says Christina is solving the equation tangent of x equals 3 over 7. That's interesting, she says, since tangent of x equals sine x over cosine x. This must mean that sine x equals 3 and cosine x equals 7, but that's impossible. Why is it impossible? Well, we know that the sine function only goes between 1 and -1. Like if you look at a sine wave or a cosine wave, this is one, the parent function at least. Sine waves go like that. And cosine looks just like it, but they don't go higher than 1 or lower than -1. And also if you look at a unit circle, the radius in the unit circle is always 1. So your sine and cosine are always going to be 1 or less. Or, well, anyway, they're between -1 and 1. So that's why she thinks it's impossible. But letter B says what? Letter B says, what's going on here? Well, it's not impossible to have this ratio, because this is just a ratio. Like, yes, it's a ratio of sine over cosine, but this ratio, this could be 30 over 70, or it could be, your book says it could be 0.3 over 0.7. That's the same ratio as 3/7. And those are not over 1. So it could be, anything that makes this ratio. So that's what the answer for letter B is. So we have to solve for theta, or solve for x, if x is in between 0 and 2 pi. Well, tangent is the TOA, like SOHCAHTOA, like opposite over adjacent. So if the opposite, so let's just, well, we got a positive number right here. So tangent would be positive here and down here. So let's see. So if I had a ratio of 3:7, to get the angle I need inverse tangent, don't I? I can say tangent of theta equals 3/7. Well, let's just use calculator, because that's not something that's on our unit circle anyway. So, but we do know there's going to be 2 answers. So, let's use the inverse tangent button. Tangent 3. Well, that's, am I in? Yep, that's right. So it looks like I'm in radian mode, and that's what I was supposed to be in, so that's good. So theta is about 0.41 or 0.405, but there's another one over here. So I know that this angle is also about 0.405-ish. But I need to, let's see, I need to add 180 degrees, but we're not in degrees, we're in radians. So what would this be? Pi radians. I need to add pi to that, to the 0.405. So, right, pi radians. So I'm just going to go like this. I have a pi key on my calculator. There we go. And then I get 3.546. Okay, and that's what you're supposed to do with that. It's kind of in radians. There it is.